Welcome. So you're a gardener, or maybe a startup gardener. Wherever you land, there are some basic things that seem to apply to everyone during the stages of their gardening journey. Things like weeds, pests, and bad harvests show up in every garden every year. But this class is going to be your ticket to tackling even the hardest of seasons. You'll have tricks up your sleeve that will help you succeed from the day your seed goes in the ground till the day you harvest it. Using essential oils in the gardening process helps us garden in a way that results in fruits and veggies that have been lovingly cared for in the most organic way. You can even achieve that affordably, sustainably, and without the use of harsh chemicals. What are essential oils? Essential oils are the chemical compounds that make up the lifeblood of the plant. They've even been referred to as the immune system of the plant. We are able to use them through the process of distillation after harvesting. The part of the plant with the beneficial chemicals, like the stems, leaves, bark, and so on, is harvested and sent through a very meticulous distillation process. Every plant needs a very specific distillation time, and Young Living has 25 years of experience in that art. After the plant is distilled, a concentrated oil is the result. It is potent and loaded with uncountable benefits for your overall health and wellness. It is bottled, shipped to you, and then can be used topically, aromatically, or internally. The beneficial chemicals in the oils can be absorbed by your body and the plants in your garden to maintain optimal overall health and wellness. Because they are so concentrated, one little drop goes a long way. Wait until we get into the canning section of this class. Your mind will be blown. As a side note, Young Living has an entire line of oils dedicated to ingestion called the Vitality line. Seed to seal. This is hugely important. Why? The FDA has almost no regulations and safety measures on the essential oil industry. The oils found in drug and big box stores, online, and even other oil companies have been tested to find harsh synthetic fillers and chemicals. A cheap perfume grade oil is distilled at high pressure and high temperatures, and usually with chemical solvents. This yields an adulterated oil that can still be labeled 100% pure, which, in my opinion, is a very scary thing. Young Living decided to rise above and create their own strict guidelines to ensure purity. It is called the Seed to Seal Quality Commitment. They abide by very strict standards to fulfill their promise in sending only the best products to your home. Plant material that is grown on corporately owned farms or carefully vetted partner farms that you can visit. Sustainable farming and sourcing practices providing the purest oil, great care taken to preserve and protect natural resources, hand-weeded fields, and zero use of pesticides, oils that retain all of their natural constituents and therapeutic properties, use of food-grade distillers with state-of-the-art design and distillation methods, low pressure and low temperature distillation without the use of solvents or synthetic chemicals, rigorous testing on every batch by internal labs and third-party facilities. Oils that are carefully reviewed through every step of production in order to meet or exceed industry safety and purity standards, beyond organic. And the best part, if the oils do not meet these high standards, they are rejected and will not be bottled as a Young Living product. Now you can sleep tonight knowing you are getting the absolute best. Check out more info on Seed to Seal at seedtoseal.com. Let's be ready to tackle the outdoors. It's no secret that bugs can totally ruin your gardening plans. From eating your plants to taking a bite out of you, they can really dampen any gardening dreams. You could use insecticides or sprays made from harsh chemicals, but certainly at a cost to you and to the environment. They can lead to bioaccumulation of toxins in your body and even in your plants, which are linked to chronic illness and disease. Yikes. Fortunately, Young Living recently released an insect repellent that has been tested to repel mosquitoes, ticks, and fleas using 100% naturally derived plant-based ingredients. Pure sesame oil and a carefully selected blend of essential oils traditionally used for their bug repellent properties come together to make up all 99% of the active ingredients in this formula. The other 1%? Vitamin E. That means you can use it on your little ones and not have to worry about the synthetic chemicals used in many traditional repellents. You will also love the pleasant, citrusy aroma and smooth, non-sticky application. If you're more of a DIY kind of person, try this easy outdoor spray recipe. It can be used on you or your plants. How convenient! Our outdoor spray recipe is 2 ounces of witch hazel with 2 ounces of distilled water, 20 drops of thieves essential oil, 20 drops of lemon essential oil, 20 drops of rosemary essential oil, 20 drops of citronella essential oil, and mix together in a 4-ounce glass spray bottle. Shake before each use. Keep in mind you should spritz this on your plants once at night. Doing it in the morning may burn the leaves as the sun rises. We want to keep those plants safe and protected as much as possible. Now, what about the pets we love and adore but just can't seem to keep them out of our gardens? As much as we love them, let's face it, they can get into our garden and cause quite a mess. A simple and safe way to encourage them to stay away is by using scents. Dogs dislike the smell of black pepper, and cats dislike the smell of rosemary. Therefore, they'll choose to stay away from the areas with that scent. And if you didn't know already, those essential oils exist. Perfect. Here is a DIY Pets Be Gone recipe. Drop 5 to 10 drops of essential oil in a shallow pan of warm water. Whisk until the oil is spread throughout the water. Take old washcloths or scraps of clothing and tear it into long, skinny strips. Soak the strips in water for about 30 minutes to absorb the oils. Dry them out, and then tie them around stakes or plants to keep those animals at bay. Now your beloved fuzzball won't ruin your garden. You can waste so many hours on weeds. Summer is short enough. Let's not spend unnecessary time dealing with weed overgrowth. If you're trying to get rid of unwanted plant growth that doesn't involve harmful chemicals, linked to so many neurological, hormone, and overall health imbalances, just know that there are some safe alternatives. Weeds hate cinnamon, so try your hand at this easy DIY. For the Wither at Unwanted spray, add 25 to 50 drops of cinnamon bark in a 4-ounce glass spray bottle. Top it off with distilled water, shake and spray at offenders, douse roots and leaves as needed. Sometimes unwanted friends begin to grow on our beloved plants. This can cause poor growth, bad harvest, or even plant death. They can block the pores of the plant responsible for breathing and eventually choke out the plant completely. They can also steal vital nutrients from the plant, which significantly decreases the amount of your harvest. We don't want that. For the Plant Love spray, add 10 drops each of tea tree, peppermint, and citronella to a 4-ounce glass spray bottle. Top off with distilled water. Shake and spray along affected parts of the plant during your gardening chores. If you've been around the garden scene a while, you've heard about companion planting. And if you haven't heard, let me enlighten you. Some plants play well together, others do not. This is because every plant has certain nutrients that it uses from the soil for growth and fruit production. Also, plants excrete certain byproducts back into the soil that can either help or hinder your harvest. If you grow 2 types of plants next to each other that both rely strongly on nitrogen for growth, they will compete and overuse the nitrogen in the soil and starve each other out. Corn and tomatoes are an example of plants that don't play nice. Conversely, if you plant 2 types of plants next to each other that eat different nutrients, they will work together to promote each other's growth. A good example of this is tomatoes and carrots. They work together in the soil. Therefore, plant them next to each other and they will result in a more bountiful harvest. So what does this have to do with essential oils? Well, essential oils are made from plants, so consider using oils in place of your companion plants. For example, if you are looking to plant lavender next to green beans, grab your lavender essential oil instead. Create a companion spray to use on the soil and leaves of the plant using this guide. Add 10 to 15 drops of the corresponding essential oil to a 4-ounce glass spray bottle. Top with distilled water. Shake before each use. It's so easy. Did you know that some plants self-pollinate? Fruits like peppers can stand alone and produce fruit. Not every plant does that. Lots of them need the help of cross-pollination between male and female plants. Know who helps with that? Pollinators. Bees and butterflies are some of the friendliest insects you can get into your garden. Without them, you'll have measly harvests and be disappointed that all of your hard work didn't result in the delicious produce you wanted. Pollinators are attracted to the smell of flowers, and luckily some of our wonderful essential oils are distilled from flowers. So convenient. Create a spray using essential oils to spritz on the flowering buds of your garden to encourage pollinators to come in and get the job done. Here is a pollinator party spray. Add 6 to 8 drops of lavender and orange essential oil to a 4-ounce glass spray bottle and top with distilled water. Shake, spray, and party with the pollinators. It's the most wonderful time of the year, harvest season. All of your hard work and patience has paid off, and you get to pluck delicious fresh fruit from the earth and eat to your heart's content. If you're like me, sometimes I find that fresh produce goes bad before I can eat it. That's because bacteria rests on your fruit, and without the support of a plant, the fruits and veggies break down and can grow nasty spots on them. As you can see, it's important to always wash your fruits and veggies. It keeps you and your family from ingesting yucky things the produce may have tagging along. Young Living has an exclusive Thieves Fruit and Veggie Soak and a spray that you can use for this very reason. Soaking the food loosens the dirt and other crud and rinses it right down the drain. You can even make your very own produce soak with a sink full of warm water and several drops of Thieves and lemon essential oils. Super simple. And has anyone ever noticed that once the fruits and veggies get into the house, those pesky winged creatures magically appear? Try out the simple diffuser recipe using your essential oils to keep yourself sane. The Don't Bother Me recipe for your diffuser is 2 drops of each basil, peppermint, lavender, clove, and eucalyptus radiata essential oils. Canning season. We could talk on this topic forever, but I'll keep it brief and share some of my best hacks. In order to can 30 quarts of spaghetti sauce, you will need a lot of oregano. Lots. Buying dried organic oregano adds up very fast in order to achieve the flavor you want in your recipes. But remember when we talked about how essential oils are concentrated liquid forms of a plant? You better believe that means they pack a big flavor punch for every drop you use. For 1 large pot of spaghetti sauce, I use 2 to 3 drops of oregano vitality essential oil as opposed to much larger amounts of dried oregano. That's it. It goes so far and has such a rich and pure flavor. Save money and use a high quality ingredient. Win-win. Young Living has an entire line of vitality oils, not just oregano. There is a great selection of herbs and spices, and even citruses. Plus, they are all non-GMO certified. That's huge. You know we love our plants when we are willing to break our backs, scrape up our fingers, and endure biting bugs in order to give them the best chance they've got. Young Living knows you're just as important as your precious plants and has a whole host of products to help you care for yourself too. For muscle love, stiffness can be a thing of the past when you use a deep relief roll-on or pan away on sore muscles. Simply roll or drop the oil on the area that is giving you grief. Use as needed. Skin love. Lavender is an oil no gardener should ever be without. It may help cleanse and soothe minor skin irritations, so keep it on hand. It also can be soothing to the skin after a day in the sun. If you forget to apply your outdoor spray, don't worry. This roller recipe will be just what you need. The DIY soothing stick is 5 drops of lavender, 5 drops of purification, and 3 drops of peppermint, all combined with the carrier oil of your choice. Add essential oils to a 10 milliliter roller bottle and fill the rest with Young Living's B6 vegetable oil complex or your favorite carrier oil. Apply as often as you need it. So I know you're on the edge of your seat and you need to know how to get this stuff into your home stat. Well, I'm going to tell you. The Essential Oils Premium Starter Kit. It comes with the majority of the oils we talked about in this class, so you'll be able to use them in your garden right away. You get 12 of the most popular oils, a gorgeous diffuser of your choice, Thieves spray and waterless hand sanitizer, plus samples of a super fruit-packed drink called Ningxia Red. You'll get a few other goodies, plus a no-strings-attached wholesale membership with Young Living. An over $400 value for just $165. You'll even get access to some incredible Facebook groups and our other resources dedicated to helping you get the most out of your investment. Essential Rewards is the way to make sure your gardening toolbox never goes empty, or your wellness toolbox for that matter. Essential Rewards is a monthly subscription program with lots of perks. You get to choose what comes inside your box and when it processes. Leave it as is or change it every month. It's entirely up to you. You can enroll in Essential Rewards right away. Your starter kit can count as your first ER box. That means you'll get a freebie, which varies with each month, plus 10% back in rewards points right away. The perks to Essential Rewards is you get discounted shipping, you earn points to use on future orders, loyalty gifts, free products starting at 100 PV order totals, access to exclusive discounted bundles, and it qualifies you to receive referral bonuses. This is just the tip of the iceberg, my friend. There's an entire community of people ready and willing to come alongside you on this journey. Learn more or become a member with us at revolutionarywellness.com today.